and gentlemen, Assiniboia Downs, in conjunction with the Winnipeg Free Press, proudly presents the feature race of the afternoon. It's the 2012 Free Press Stakes. The sprint will cover a distance of 6 furlongs. The purse, $30,000. Number 1 is Muted Word, wearing the silks of owners Sierra Stable and Black Diamond Stable, trained by Tom Gardapi Jr., Jennifer Reed to ride. 2 is Pierre Le Pen, owned by the Happy Hour Stable, trained by Clayton Gray with Trevor Simpson. 3 is Ask Eddie, wearing the colors of owner Murray Duncan and Gerald Stewart, trained by Murray Duncan with Tyrone Nelson. 4 is Schiller the Killer, wearing the silks of the owners Evanstad and Schaefer Racing, trained by Clay Brinson with Adolfo Morales. 5, Pure Glory, wearing the colors of the K5 Stables, trained by Shelley Brown with Tim Moccasin. 6, Mr. Expedient, wearing the colors of owner-trainer Clint Wilson with Praven Badri. 7 is You Are Burnin' Daylight, wearing the colors of the Off to Win Stable and Ardell Sailor, trained by Ardell Sailor, Paul Nolan to ride. The 8th, the feature, the Free Press Stakes, less than 8 minutes. And they're off for the 2012 $30,000 Free Press Stakes. To the far outside, You Are Burnin' Daylight breaks on top. From the center of the track, Ask Eddie got away well. Pure Glory from between horses. Down towards the rail, it's Muted Word. To the far outside, Mr. Expedient. The early trailer is going to be Schiller the Killer. Up the backstretch they go. To the far outside, You Are Burning Daylight, the advantage in neck. Pressure from Pure Glory, and out through along the rail, the gray Muted Word. They're 3 across the track. They've got 2 legs now to Pierre Le Pen in perfect striking position, 4th. Neck to the outside, Mr. Expedient. Schiller the Killer's on the move, and back to Ask Eddie. The opening quarter was quick, 22-4. Into the far turn they go. Catch Me If You Can. The gray Muted Word has it a length. You Are Burning Daylight comes on to challenge again. Schiller the Killer is poised to strike on the outside in 3rd. Pierre Le Pen from 4th. Down the stretch they come in the Free Press Stakes. Schiller the Killer's flying from the center of the track. Muted Word down to the rail to the outside. You Are Burning Daylight. They're in mid-stretch, and it's Schiller the Killer by to gain the advantage. Back to the rail, and Muted Word to the center of the track. You Are Burning Daylight. In deep stretch, it's going to be the Canterbury Invader. Schiller the Killer getting it done in the Free Press Stakes. You Are Burning Daylight rallies for the place position. Close for show. Now moving into the winner's enclosure, the winner of the 8th and feature race this afternoon, the 2012 $30,000 Free Press Stakes. The winner, number 4, Schiller the Killer. Schiller the Killer is a 4-year-old bay gelding by Artie Schiller out of the mare Fantast by Lou Huck. Owned by Evanstad and Schaefer Racing, LLC. Trained by Clay Brinson, ridden a victory by Adolfo Morales. Ladies and gentlemen, Assiniboia Downs very pleased to have on hand Mr. Laurie Finlay, Vice President of Sales, Winnipeg Free Press, to make presentations to the winning connections of our featured Free Press Stakes. 8's official, here are the prices for Schiller the Killer. $410, $330, $230. 7, You Are Burning Daylight, $390 to place, $280 to show. 1, Muted Word, 3rd, $4 to show. Quinella, $770. The Exactor, $20. The Triactor, $92. Dollar Superfecta, $81.45. 3 out of 3 in the pick 3, $19.80. In the upcoming 9th here at ASD, there are no major changes. No major changes for race 9. The 9th and final this afternoon on this Father's Day afternoon. Coming up next. And, ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention back down to the winner's enclosure. We turn things over to Paddock host Kurt Gontois, who has the winning connections of this afternoon's featured Free Press Stakes.
Thank you very much, Darren. Thank you, Darren. And here we are with the winning team. We're going to start off with Adolfo Morales. Adolfo, in this race, did you have specific instructions coming in because they thought there might be a pace tool?
Yeah, we drove, driving in, we came from Minnesota, so it was 8 hours shot.
and 8 hours to talk about it? Okay, that's, yeah, he's a little long-winded at times.
It all worked out pretty good. The horse broke good, but it was a bunch of speed on the race, so I took him back. and he went around horses and he went by in 2 jumps.
Well, yeah, when I seen you back in last, I thought you'd be sitting probably about 4th. But when I seen you in last, I went, ooh, I don't know if he's going to be making the move. But obviously you knew better with all the horsepower you had.
No, he gave me a really nice kick down the lane.
Oh, he definitely did. When you were pulling the trigger at about the 3/8 pole, is that when you knew you were really kicking in and you had a bear underneath you?
I knew I had a full tank.
Oh, that's always good. And coming into the race, you hadn't been on this horse before. Were you on him in the morning at all in Canterbury?
Yeah, I got on him last week. He went really good. I know the horse was fit and he was ready for the race.
Well, excellent ride. Way to go, Adolfo. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome. Now we're going to turn it over to Clay Brinson. Clay, you're knocking him dead in Canterbury, so you thought, why not come back to Assiniboia Downs and go 1 for 1?
Yeah, we went down there with this horse 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he run good. And this race came up, and I told Paul, hell, let's go up there and take a shot with that race. And so we did, and it turned out all right.
Well, to nominate for the race, it only cost you $100 to get in and kind of see who's in there. Was there a horse that really stood out to you as maybe the one to beat?
Well, I was afraid of Ardell's horse, the outside horse. I knew he had speed, and if he gets on an easy lead, he might be tough. But they kept pressure on him today, and that helped our horse.
Oh, it definitely did. Were you worried when he sucked back to last at all?
A little bit. I thought maybe we could be in a little trouble there, but everything worked out for the best.
What do you attribute to this year? You're always a high percentage trainer, even when you were here at the Downs. But what's your success this year? You're hitting at what, 75% at Canterbury?
70%. I just think I've just got some live horses right now and running them where they belong, and that always helps, when you run them where they belong. But I've just got a group of live horses right now.
Okay, is there anything else that you might be sending up for stake races that you might be hiding a little that you're going to put out in the open now?
We're shopping for a horse for the Derby. We're like several other people up here, I'm sure, but we're looking in California, and hopefully something will come up we can buy.
Well, we'd love to see you here to come up and enjoy the Derby party and maybe get the Derby win.
I'd like to come back and win it again. A lot of fun.
No doubt about it. Thank you, Clay. And now over to owner Paul Schaefer. Paul, wow. I made the comment that this horse was in for 5-2 at Canterbury last year. That's the first thing I said to you. Wow, what a turnaround.
Yeah, well, we gave him a nice long rest. We gave him about 6 months off. And then I switched trainers. I turned over to Clay. And the horse he's just been getting better and better.
Yeah, you noticed that in his lines at Hawthorne. He started off, ran a good race first time out, but then won easily second time out. And then you guys tried the turf.
Yeah, we tried the turf. His Sarah course won the Breeders' Cup. And so we tried him long, and he was just a little bit short that day. He led all the way to the 16th pole, but he needed 7.5 more than a mile.
But then you came out to Canterbury, and that was an impressive 1:10-1 that you did in there. Was it as easy as it looked on form?
Well, that race was easier than this race.
Yeah.
That was a cheaper race than this race, of course.
Yeah, but the way he did it, was it really easy that day?
Yes.
Because he won this race. In the end, Adolfo just had a camel clutch, and he was pulling him up in the last 3 jumps, and that was quite an easy win in the end.
Yeah, well, Adolfo did a fine job. He got pinched back a little bit to start, but he did a great job of bringing the horse back and winning.
Okay, now may we see this horse stretching out in distance come back to Assiniboia Downs?
Talk to Clay about that.
Okay, he's not going to let anything out. Maybe if he goes up to the bar in a while, you might be able to get it out of him, but he won't tell me right now. Shriller the Killer. Wow, he was today, no doubt about it. In the free press, Adolfo Morales, Clay Brinson, Paul Schaefer, and Evanstad Racing, LLC. Back up to you, Darren.